The Rock says, Triple H, know your damn role. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It looks like Triple H needs to know his role, and it looks like The Rock's role will not be at WrestleMania 39. We're less than 24 hours after the 2023 Royal Rumble. Such a disappointing pay-per-view for many reasons, but one big reason was some people actually believed The Rock was going to show up. Now, I didn't think that would be the case. I pretty much thought there was no chance. Well, not no chance, but I wasn't getting my hopes up. I didn't think it was likely The Rock would appear, but a lot of people did think that, including bookmakers. A lot of bookmakers had The Rock as the second favourite to win the Royal Rumble. So yeah, there was definitely people that thought The Rock could appear last night and potentially start a program with Roman Reigns heading into Mania. Roman Reigns was also on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and he was mentioning The Rock and stuff like this. So it looks like they were planting seeds for a potential, Rock appearance at the Rumble. However, it didn't happen. We all know what happened. It was so predictable. Cody Rhodes was returning. Cody Rhodes entered at number 30, and Cody Rhodes won. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think they could have made the Royal Rumble any more predictable than it was. So, I just don't know. I do not know. I thought it was really, really poor. But what Triple H came out and said today is that The Rock will probably not be a part of WrestleMania. It's unlikely The Rock's going to be a part of WrestleMania. However, he knows The Rock wants to be a part of WrestleMania, and that WWE want The Rock to be a part of WrestleMania, which I don't really agree with, but we'll have a quick look at what Triple H said, then we will address it. So, this is what Triple H says based on The Rock and a potential appearance at WrestleMania 39. He says, quote, "There's no rush like that in the world. So I know for him, and I know his family, his background, and everything. There's a part of him, if he could be here for this WrestleMania in Hollywood, he would turn over every stone and walk through fire to be able to do it. If he could, I just don't think it's in the cards. But then again, you don't know, I don't know." End of quote. Then he also went on to talk about how much wrestling means to The Rock, how much The Rock means to wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Basically just mumbled on about the same shite about how he really wants The Rock to be there and that The Rock wishes he could be there. I gotta call bullshit on that. I mean, let's be real. Like, yeah, Triple H went out to point that The Rock is the biggest star in Hollywood. Exactly, The Rock is the biggest star in Hollywood. At this stage, he can pretty much do what he wants. If The Rock wanted to leave a schedule open, if The Rock wanted to appear at WrestleMania Hollywood, he could. He could delay movies. He could push things back. He could create an opening. He could create an availability for himself. I mean, what is it? You've got essentially one weekend, and maybe he could turn up on a SmackDown, on a Raw. So, I mean, it's not like The Rock would have to take 6 months off to make movies. That's just not the case. He wouldn't have to take a substantial amount of time off. He'd literally, train a little bit. But let's be honest, The Rock is always training. He's always in the gym. He'd probably need to work in the ring a bit to get some cardio and, to get back used to wrestling. Yeah, I'm not denying that, but let's be real. The Rock wouldn't need to take this long period of time off that to the extent where it would be affecting his Hollywood career or his movies. I think we just need to be honest here. The Rock just clearly isn't interested. If he was, he would come back. It's like, you might want to do something in life. You might be like, oh, I'd like to learn to swim, but unless you really want to learn to swim, then you're not going to be bothered. You're not going to fucking do it. And that's just like The Rock here. He might like the idea of a match against Roman Reigns. He might like the idea of another WrestleMania main event, but unless he wants it, then it's not going to happen. There's certain things that we would all like, but there's not many things that we really want that we're willing to, actually go through all the effort to make happen. And I feel like that's the same here with The Rock. For Triple H to really suggest that The Rock would do everything in his power to make WrestleMania in Hollywood, saying that he would walk through fire, he would turn over every stone. I mean, Triple H is making it out like there's all these mega obstacles for The Rock to jump through, when in reality, if The Rock wanted to be there, he would. So yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me that Triple H continues to make excuses and make it seem like it's a 50-50 thing that just can't happen. At the end of the day, if The Rock wanted it to happen, it would happen. If Cena wanted it to happen, it would happen. I think it's like a negative, pathetic mindset here from Triple H to try and just make out as if both companies, both parties want it to happen, but they can't make it happen. At the end of the day, The Rock, if he wanted to come back, he would. If the offer was good enough, he would. He could overcome whatever he has to do in Hollywood to make an appearance at WrestleMania. So yeah, it's cheap in my opinion that Triple H keeps trying to downplay it as something that unfortunately just can't happen. It can happen. If he wants it enough, it would happen. If The Rock wanted to be at WrestleMania 39, he would be there. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe WWE need to make him a better offer. Maybe they need to put... Or maybe The Rock just doesn't want to do it. You ever think of that? Triple H can claim that he'd do anything to be there, but if he would do anything to be there, then he would be there. You know, it makes no sense for Triple H. I think it just makes the WWE look a bit weak, and it was like victim mentality. It's like a negative mindset. Oh well, we wish we could make it happen, but it's not possible. Of course it's possible. Anything's possible. They just haven't made The Rock a good enough offer, or simply The Rock just doesn't want to do it. It's either one of those two things. So, yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts down below. But Triple H continuing to make excuses here. I do think it's cheap. I do think it's lame. I mean, either make The Rock a better offer or just move on. But stop trying to like downplay it as if there is like these major obstacles that's preventing The Rock from doing it. You know, it's the only thing preventing The Rock from being at WrestleMania 39 is The Rock. If he wanted to do it, he would do it. So Triple H, know your role. I'll catch you later, guys. Peace.